Shalom, this is Pirate Thumb of the Great Millstone Houston Camp, back with another lesson to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all the Israelites that come from the seed, the lineage, the race, the sperm line of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, the elect of amongst them are the Israelites that was given the gift of faith and it continued in their faith and belief in the truth of the Bible until Yahweh Shah comes for his second return. So before I begin, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash, Yahweh is whom the world ignorantly called God. Ba'ashem is in the name, Yahweh Shah is whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem is in the name, and Rachakwadash is the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well, and peace, blessing, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, which the elect is the 144,000, the prophets, and the great multitude, which consists of man, women, and child of the nation of Israel. All right. Pursuant to Revelation, the 7th chapter. So, a quick lesson. All right. Motivated to do this lesson and look up this article. And this article is from the UN.org. It's an official website from the devils themselves. Okay. The devil on earth, Satan on earth, doing the agenda of Satan. The priesthood on the left side. Okay, the Edomites. The Edomites are the so-called white race, and the Edomites, they come from their forefather Esau. And Esau, pursuant to the scriptures, was set to rule the world in the last days. So real quick, let's get that in Genesis, the 27th chapter. And in the 27th chapter, all right, we're going to go to the 37th verse, and it says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. So I have made him thou Lord. Him is talking about Jacob, which name was changed to Israel. So the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel will be eventually Lord over the Edomites. Okay. Now, you have those so-called Jews in the land of Israel today. 1948 is what we call them, in small hats. And they proclaim to be of the house of Jacob, and the Edomites in America to be of the house of Esau. That's a lie. The house of Jacob are the 12 tribes of Israel, and only claim to have, two tribes? Judah and Levi. They call them Levi. All right. So what are the rest of the tribes? That would be a mark against their claim. Okay. But also, for their claim, all right, where's the rest of the 12 tribes? And also, where is the Edomites? Where are you Lord over the Edomites and all the rest of the nations on the earth? Okay. Where is Yahweh Shah and King David? Marks against their claim to be the true children of Israel. Okay. And also, there's more, but I'm going to go back to Genesis 27 and 37. It says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, okay, behold, I have made him Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. So Isaac, Yatazak, which means laughter, okay, in the Hebrew, all right. And even the way we pronounce the Hebrew is controversial. So that's why we say the pronunciation of the language is off faith. The name pronounced Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is not solely, but is based off of faith. Okay. It's based off of faith in the Holy Spirit. Okay. It says, behold, I have made him Lord. Lord is also a master. Okay. And all his brethren have I give to him for servants. So eventually Jacob would have slaves, servants, bondmen, and bondwomen, okay, of his brethren, Esau, the Edomites, okay. Future prophecy, Isaac is blessing Jacob and Esau. So this is the inspiration of the Most High is on Jacob, and he's speaking through the Spirit to bless his sons. And it says, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? So basically, corn and wine, they wasn't getting it at the grocery store. All right, where were they getting the corn and wine from? Where it come from? The earth. So Jacob was blessed with the dew of heaven. Okay. Let's see real quick. It says, real quick, let's see. Yeah, the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. Okay, that was Jacob's blessing. All right, and that goes back to verse 27. All right, and it jumping forward to verse 38, continuing, okay, about Esau's blessing. It says, Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thou dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So Esau also got the fatness of the earth. Okay. And what does the fatness of the earth represent? It represents the resources of the earth. Okay. And in particular regions and lands on the earth is particular resources that grow there. So in order to have the control of the resources, you would have to have also the power and the control over the nations where the resources grow. All right. So it says, thou dwelling should be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. So Esau was also promised the fatness of the earth, the resources and the best lands of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. He would be showered with blessings. Okay, he would have increase. All right. And by thy sword thou shalt live. So in verse 40, it says, by thy sword thou shalt live. Okay, Esau was given the blessing of the sword. That's why during the time of the British coming to America and warring against the Native Americans, which are Israelites, okay, from the tribe of Gad, they used the Gatling gun. They used their gunpowder. That's their sword. All right. Their ingenuity. They received that inspiration from the Most High. Okay. To make the guns, to come up with the ideas and things of that nature. It says, and by thy sword thou shalt live and shalt serve thy brother. Okay. And they did serve the Israelites back in the time of King David, and also during the Renaissance, before the Renaissance era, which was called the Dark Ages or the Byzantine Empire. It says it shall, and the Israelites back then was calling themselves Moors. It says, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau did that. He did that, all right, during after King Solomon. All right, he broke the yoke from under. He broke that yoke from under his neck. He wasn't in subjection anymore. All right. So, real quick, just to prove that Esau was given the rulership of the world. All right, he was given the rulership of the world. And another precept that we hit is Job 9:24. And let me get that real quick. But that was the origin, okay, of Esau given the blessing of a future rulership over the whole earth. Only two nations of people was given that blessing, and that was Jacob and Esau. All right, Esau is the beginning, well, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau's kingdom came first over the rulership of the whole world, but then Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel under Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and King David, in the near future, is going to rule the world. All right. So real quick, jumping back to Esau, the Edomites, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. So the earth, okay, in the rulership thereof and the dominion over the people in the things of the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. So who gave it? Yahweh gave it. And he gave it to who? The wicked, which are the Edomites. Okay. And to prove that the Edomites are the wicked, we go to Malachi 1:4. All right. It says in verse 24 in Job 9:24, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? And that goes into iconoclasm. All right, he covered the faces, the physical faces, okay, and the truth of what Yahweh Shai and the angels and the Israelites stand for. So here it is. I got this article pulled up, SDG Summit 2023. That summit will take place in September the 18th through the 19th, the 18th and the 19th, 2023 in New York. All right. And this 2023 SDG Summit, the 2023 SDG Summit will take place on April 19th and September 18th and September 19th, 2023 in New York. It will mark the beginning of a new phase of accelerated progress towards the sustainable development goals. So let's stop right there, even though it's not a comma or a period. And just this focus. This is the UN, which the UN stands for the United Nations. All right. And these are let's look up UN nations. All right. Because basically the UN is a conspiracy. Okay. And it's allied nations. Okay. All right, UN nations list. So list of UN nations. Okay. You have China, France, Argentina, Chile, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Brazil, Algeria, Indonesia, and then they give, when you click on it, they give you dates. Brazil, October 24th, 1945. And ain't that crazy? Because Brazil and also China is a part of the BRICS nations that form pretty much an alliance to be a adversary against the beast system. But even the nations within in NATO, which is the beast system, NATO in the EU, you have nations that's within the UN and within NATO and the EU, they're a part of the UN together. All right. So this is a global agenda. Though they might disagree on certain things, they agree on the one of the main future goals of the elite that run the world. Okay, and the elite that run the world is the Edomites. All right, so you got all these nations, man, going hard. Okay, globally. All right, though they might have differences in other ways, pretty much when it comes to the topic of sustainable development goals. That's what SDG mean. They're in agreement. All right. So like, basically, rich men that have the money to control policy. All right, and the ultimate rich men. All right, which we read in Luke the 16th chapter, are the Edomites, the elite Edomites. They're controlling nations. Okay. It says it will make the beginning of a new phase of accelerated progress towards the sustainable development goals with high level political guidance on transformative and accelerated action leading up to 2030. And that's the 2030 agenda, also called the 2020 agenda. So let's get a precept off of the accelerated progress towards the sustainable development goals. All right. So this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. And also Biden and Trump spoke about this. It was called Operation Warp Speed. So these Edomites and these other top representatives of these countries, they're getting together and there are meetings and having meetings to establish their agenda for their future agenda. Okay. So let's get Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. Woe means destruction, chaos, mourning, lamentation. Okay. So woe to the inhabitants of the earth. So men, women, okay, and of the sea. Okay. This is even going to affect the sea. For the devil, okay, is going to affect the seas. No matter what remote island you at. Okay. For the devil is come down unto you. The devil is the Edomites. Okay. Which devil means a slanderer. That's what he does. He slanders. Right? He comes up with these good, smooth reasons to why and excuses and lies to the reason why he does his why he acts the way he acts. All right. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. So the Edomites are going to come down and have great wrath because he know it that he had but a short time. Okay. So the devil, these Edomites, they're in accelerated progress towards their NWO, their sustainable development goals. It's right here in the scriptures because they know how they have but a short time. How they know they have a short time? Because the prophets are on the scene. All right. And Esau know what that means. That means the end of his world. Also, the so-called UFOs, they're appearing. All right. And many things in the spirit are happening to these Edomites, okay, that they think we don't know about, but they're being plagued. All right. So I had a precept that came in mind for the devil has come down on you having great wrath because he knew it. They had but a short time. All right. And it was something that I had said, but it might come back to me. So we're going to continue to read here in second paragraph. Convened by the president of the General Assembly, the summit will mark the halfway point to the deadline set for achieving the 2030 agenda, which they call it the 2030 agenda, and the sustainable development goals. It will be the centerpiece of the high level week of General Assembly. All right. So these devils, they're assembling together. Let's get Micah. All right. The scriptures got everything in it. Micah. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. So woe means destruction again. So there's judgment coming to them that devise, that plan, okay, iniquity, their plan, and their plan is a plot of wickedness. Okay. The work and work evil upon their beds. All right. So they work evil upon their beds, just like in comparison to the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Right now, they're working righteousness upon their beds. All right. Before they can have a good night's sleep. Right. They have to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So before these Edomites can move on with life, they have to work evil upon their beds. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Okay. When the morning is light, they practice it. So even going into the work evil upon their beds, their bed, that's your secret chamber. Okay. Jake know that. Look, you come in my room, you better ask somebody. Okay. When the morning is light, they practice it. So when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. And who gave it into their hand? It's in the power of their hands. They have the power. They are the gods of this wicked world. The Most High gave them the power to pretty much get their agenda off the ground. All right. They covered fields, even in covered. You can covet in righteousness or you can covet in wickedness. And to covet somebody's field, that's wicked. So we're going to get their coveting fields in one of these 17 goals of a sustainable future. All right. See, no poverty, zero hunger, clean water and sanitation. What water come from the earth? How it's gonna be clean? Through regulations. Oh yeah. So there it go. Okay, that's what I was thinking about earlier. Revelation 13. Okay, let's see. Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. This is NATO and the EU. That's another beast. Okay, and America is the head of that beast. She's the woman that rideth upon a scarlet colored beast. All right. Coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. That's the whole democratic, or two horns like a lamb. The two horns represents the Democrats and the Republicans. Okay, like a lamb, they come innocent. Okay, harmless. The Democrats and the Republics, they are for the people. Okay, that's that democracy. You vote in leaders that's for the people. And he spake as a dragon. And that's the point that we coming into. These sustainable development goals are Esau speaking smooth words, but when he implement these things, he will be speaking as a dragon. And dragon goes into Dracon, which was an Athenian lawgiver. He was in the Greek Empire implementing laws that was harsh. They were punishable by death. There was harsh and grievous laws upon the people, and they could get you punished by death. And this is what Esau is doing with his future plans. Okay, he's going to implement these plans, and first they're going to seem like they're optional. But through the system that he puts in place, it will be no option. He's going to cause, and once he has the people on his side, he's going to show his draconian laws. Everybody don't get down with the law, they're going to get harsh crimes put on them, or harsh penalties put on them. All right. Harsh penalties put on them. And this goes into the social credit system. Right? So that's what I wanted earlier. It tied back in, so all praises. Inside joke. So Micah 2 and 1. Right? Now let's go back to 2. And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. And look, guess what? Esau said you're going to own nothing and be happy. It says take them by violence. Okay? He's going to cover fields, take them by violence. All right? You're going to take everything the people own, all the land. You'll own nothing and be happy through draconian measures. All right? It says, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And Esau been doing that for a very long time. These Edomites, so-called white people, taking people's stuff, man. But this is Esau going to show his true colors. Okay. It says, and all these goals is to take power from the middle class, the poor, and put all the power into the elite hands. Okay. And this will be ultimately crowned with the MOTB, which is the RFID chip. All right. Which is the RFID chip. Okay. And they might cut the vid. All right. Let them do what they do. So, when I was reading this, and they got this, real quick, let me see if I got it still. Yep. You can get this also on the UN. You got this, a global digital compact. This same UN. All them nations, they down for this. Okay? They getting their minds together to get this agenda running smoothly. Okay? That's the reason for meetings. Okay? We have meetings through the Spirit. All right? We get together, we have meetings to establish ideas, to keep the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh flowing. Who work you think they getting flowing? The work of Satan, man. It says a global agenda, a global digital compact, an open, free, and secure digital future for all. I'm trying to tell you, this is in Job 20. Real quick, hold up, let's get this. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And the enterprise is the NWO. It's on the back. It's on the dollar. Okay, it's on the back of the dollar bill. Novo Ordo Seclorum, New Order of Age. Okay, this is the new order of the age, man. And it's going, look, don't take the MOTB, man. Don't take the chip, man. Okay. So, I was going to Job 20. And if I didn't say that last precept, that was Job 5:12. This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So in the fullness of his sufficiency is when Esau has made the MOTB mandatory. All right. And he's benefiting off of it. He got that money coming in. He got the Internet of Bodies. He got the blockchain with the CBDCs. All right. He got it all flowing, man, to the central banks. He should be in straits. That means difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall come against him. The wicked represents the laborers, the workers, okay, that go into riots, okay. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. That goes into Esau, benefiting off his NWO. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is going to cast the fury of his wrath on him during this time. World War III it'll be in its height, okay? And shall rain it upon him while he is eating, while he benefiting. He shall flee from the iron weapon, that's the thermonuclear missiles, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So Esau, man, yeah, you getting together, you having your secret meetings and things of that nature, okay? But we know it's conflict going on earth and in your councils with devils. It ain't going as smooth as you would like. Let's get this last precept. This is Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So they're having secret councils. These are the secret societies. These are the so-called Illuminati. These are the deep state, the true deep state. Okay, the secret societies. Okay, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. It's also goes, the secret council go back to Malachi 2:1. Okay. For the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So Psalm 64:2, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Insurrection is the uprising against. Okay. So Esau is planning an uprising against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the Israelites. Okay. Who wet their tongue like a sword. Who wet means sharpen. Their tongue like a sword. This is Esau's tongue. All this bullshit. Okay. All these meetings, they're wetting their tongue like a sword. These articles. All right. It says, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. That's the elect of the nation of Israel. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. And that's what they're doing with these meetings. They're encouraging themselves in evil matters. And September is going down. So, all right. It says, they commune of laying snares privately. They commune, all right, of laying snares, traps, privately, privily. Okay, that's in private. Now they're doing some of these, some of their communing in public, but they already talked about it in private. And they're doing it in public just like we're doing it in public. But majority of the people, they ain't gonna get it. That's why the prophets are here to give the breakdown of what's going on. And still people won't get it. Because some people, mainly the Israelites, really the Israelites are the most important people the Israelites are the people, the Most High's people who should be warned against it, because to them it matters. To the other nation, the Most High don't care about them. Yahweh Shem Yahushua sent us to Israel to warn them from not taking the MOTB, and that's what they're talking about. Once they put that in you, it's game over. All right, they win. All right, it says, they say, who shall see us? They say, man, who gonna see us? We doing it in secret. Ain't nobody gonna see us. Ain't nobody gonna see us putting this thing in place. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right. So, Lord willing, and listen to his edifying call, Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakadash, Brakathon, Shalom.